Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christopher Bishop with another episode of The Bishop Show, episode 5. And got a lot to talk about, in the last couple days, or should I say the last 48 hours of professional wrestling. Well, first to start off, AEW Dynamite, when they went head to head with NXT this past Wednesday. It was a historic night. First, let's start off with NXT, the Undisputed Era. They still fulfilled their prophecy. They still have the gold, if you will. Roderick Strong is still the North American champion of the Undisputed Era. He didn't perform that night. But, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly were successfully defending their tag team titles against the Street Profits. And, of course, Adam Cole. He was successfully by defending his NXT World title against Matt Riddle. But the question on everybody's mind is what happened after that match, post-fight. The return of Finn Balor. Now, Finn Balor, usually you're in NXT for about 2 years before you're able to go to the main roster. Some people go a lot sooner, like KO, Kevin Owens to be exact, Drew McIntyre, which, no pun intended, but Drew has been on the main roster before, when he was with Heath Slater and that other goofball, whatever. I forgot even his name because he's irrelevant. The three-man band. But basically, Finn Balor returning with a stare down, and he said he is now officially in NXT. I assume they're doing it to get the ratings with the competition with AEW Dynamite. Because it's like a demotion. I mean, Finn Balor's been on the main roster for 2-3 years now. He's been very successful. Intercontinental champion. I believe he was the U.S. champion, the very first Universal champion. But then after Adam Cole got out of the ring, the return of Tommaso Ciampa, which was looking at Goldie, staring right down at that belt. So that was it was a great show overall. But, of course, it was not fantastic. It was, or let me rephrase that, it was a good show. AEW was great. It was an awesome show for their first debut. With Jack Hager, a.k.a. Jack Swagger, which is undefeated in the MMA Bellator. He's won, his first 2 fights. It wasn't against, big name, fighters, but hey, he beat them both. He's undefeated. He apparently it looks like a stable that Chris Jericho is going to be having with, Sammy, Guevara, as well as, Ortiz and Santana. So I'd like to see where they're going to go with there. But they won the ratings war. And that's sad, really, really sad NXT fans, because even though they went 15 minutes overtime, and they still lost the ratings, by a landslide. It was not a small rating beat; it was a huge rating beat. AEW did, they did a high number. I'm not exactly sure on the exact number, but they did over 1.4 million viewers when NXT only did about 900,000 views. But that's not the talk of the week. You'd think it would be, but Friday Night SmackDown, when they went live on Fox, it was a tremendous night. Shane McMahon is no longer. He is fired when KO won the ladder match. And he's gone. He's still with the company, but he just want to take a break, and focus on his family life. He'll still be doing things backstage, just not on camera. And Kofi Kingston and Brock Lesnar. That match, I told you earlier in one of the episodes last week that Paul Heyman is charge of creative director on Monday Night Raw. He's going to build Brock Lesnar up to a Goldberg status, like dominating every opponent in a matter of minutes, just like Goldberg did. Well, we already saw the first of that stage this past Friday night on Fox when he defeated Kofi Kingston in a record time, ladies and gentlemen, a record time, and became the WWE champion. But after the match, the first time ever, Rey Mysterio, at first I thought it was Dominic, but it was none other than former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez. I'm sorry, I get that name mixed up. And he took Brock Lesnar down with a takedown and threw some haymaker punches. And I believe that the match has been signed for Crown Jewel. Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez against each other. I assume I don't know what the WWE title's on the line. I don't know. But tonight is Hell in a Cell, live on the WWE Network. Who's going to come away? The Fiend or Seth Rollins in the Universal title match? That's pretty much everything that I got to cover this week, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give you an update probably earlier this week, probably after Monday Night Raw, so that way I can give you some results for Hell in a Cell as well as Monday Night Raw. So, if you're not a WWE Network subscriber, new subscribers get Hell in a Cell as well as Crown Jewel for free your first 30 days for $9.99. Great deal, ladies and gentlemen. But that's all I got to really announce. Until next time, view as many times as you like. Like I told you, I can't stress it enough. But until then, same bad time, same bad channel. Thank you, and have a blessed evening.